Hello, this is Denise Dagan with the Stanford Parkinson's Community Outreach Program. It seems logical to think that hospitals can care for any illness or injury, but hospitals are organized by departments. If you think about it, your neurologist or movement disorders specialist is not located in the hospital. When someone with Parkinson's goes to the hospital, it's usually because they've fallen and ended up in the emergency room, or they need specific treatment for something like a heart condition, joint replacement, or cancer. The staff in cardiology, orthopedics, and oncology specialize in those areas of medicine. They may not know anything about Parkinson's beyond what was covered in nursing or medical school. They don't know what you know about living with PD. Like taking your medications on a strict, timed schedule, stretching and exercising daily, and sticking with your Parkinson's medication regimen. Specialists in these departments may not know which medications you should not take if you have a Parkinsonism disorder like Lewy body dementia. It may even be the hospital's policy to simplify your Parkinson's medication regimen to just Sinemet, regardless of what you've worked out with your neurologist. This happens because Sinemet is the least expensive PD medication option. To keep from being switched to just Sinemet, bring all your medications with you in their original prescription bottles and have a medications list with dosages and timings of each one. If the hospital pharmacy only has Sinemet in stock, they can use the medications you bring from home and order more if needed. It's also helpful to have a letter from your neurologist about the importance of staying on your PD medications regimen. Hospitals consider most medications to be dispensed on time if it's given within a 2-hour window. To avoid this, be sure to have your Parkinson's medications listed with the charge nurse as time critical. Even so, you may have to teach your nurses at every shift change why you need your medications on time every time, or even ask the charge nurse to instruct the staff about that requirement individually. Besides medication changes and timing issues, having Parkinson's in the hospital means you're considered a falling risk. Hospital staff will prefer that you remain in bed or seated as much as possible so you don't fall on their watch. But you know that if you don't stretch and move around, you'll get stiff and you're more likely to be discharged to a rehab facility than to home. Hospitals have PT, OT, and speech therapy on staff. Everyone with a Parkinson's diagnosis should ask for a PT referral as soon as they're admitted. Learn from the physical therapist how you can stretch and exercise safely during your hospital stay. And ask for an occupational therapy and speech therapy if you have difficulty eating, swallowing, or communicating with hospital staff. To lend weight and expertise to your voice in the hospital, the Parkinson's Foundation created the Hospital Safety Guide. The guide informs readers about the difficulties of getting their medications on time, not being able to exercise, and swallowing issues while in the hospital. It also includes hospital safety forms for you to share with hospital staff. These forms quickly tell hospital staff how to best care for someone with Parkinson's disease. They include a medications form for you to list all your medications with doses and times. You can post this on the whiteboard in your hospital room and bring multiple copies with you because you may need one at every shift change. A Parkinson's care summary for health professionals is also included. This information will help hospital staff understand how Parkinson's symptoms can fluctuate, how fast that can happen, and the importance of getting your medication on time. It also includes a doctor's letter explaining Parkinson's hospital care needs. You should have your neurologist sign this at your next appointment and bring copies to share with everyone on your care team in the hospital. Also included is a medical alert wallet card, a contact list of family, friends, and medical care team, and if you need it, information about DBS and the Duopa pump to share with hospital staff. All the hospital safety forms are available free online for you to read and print at home at parkinsons.org/resources-support/hospital-safety- guide. There's also a link on that page where you can order a pre-printed hospital safety guide. Take this information and all your medications with you whenever someone else will be in charge of your care and administering your Parkinson's medications. That could be a planned or unplanned hospitalization, discharge from the hospital to a rehab center or skilled nursing, and even if you move to an assisted living facility. Remember, when you're advocating for your best care in the hospital, be firm, be persistent, but be polite. If you're having trouble getting good care for your Parkinson's symptoms in the hospital, ask for a consultation with the hospital neurologist and ask your neurologist to contact your hospital care team. Finally, it's a good idea to have an advocate in the hospital with you at all times for when you cannot advocate for yourself and to help you advocate for your best care possible. For more information about Parkinson's and Parkinson's caregiving, or to find a Parkinson's support group, visit the Stanford Parkinson's website at med.stanford.edu/Parkinson's, or call the American Parkinson's Disease Information and Referral Center at Stanford at 650-724-6090.